This project is an unofficial fan-based and fan-ran campaign based on the Explorer's Guide to Wildemount and Tal'dorei Reborn setting books, which is not approved or endorsed in any way by an official Critical Role. Please support the official Critical Role channel and company. Exandria, a large and wonderful world filled with stories and legends of gods and heroes. Whether it be a band of adventurers slaying undead gods or 9 mighty heroes saving the land from ghosts of the ancient past, unfortunately this tale is not about them, but instead a new and wild story of unlikely allies and wondrous misfortune. It begins on the continent of Wildemount in the age 840 PD, post-Deliverance, taking place approximately 4 years after the end of the War of Ash and Light, a war which took place between that of the Kryn dynasty and the Dwendalen Empire. With the return of the Beacon to the dynasty and the disbanding of the Cerberus Assembly, it seemed that major conflicts in Wildemount were dying down. However, lying in the shadows of the aftermath of this war was a far more ancient and demonic evil that began to emerge from the cracks. Rumors of dark dealings and cults running rampant in recent times has led it to being far more dangerous than usual to traverse the wilds of Wildemount. How will a group of unfortunate acquaintances become the unlikely heroes of this story? Find out now on Wildemount Wonders. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
I think.
I'm talking to the stream, losers. Anyways.
All right, well, water can't answer back unless it's a babbling brook, but get over
Got
it.
him.
I'm gonna kill all of you. Anyways, hello everyone.
Hi, Aki.
Hello internet. My name's Akihiko Hishimoto, and if you're wondering, yes, I did meet Matt Pat. Yes, I did touch him. It was amazing. Anyways,
not that way.
Matt Pat got touched.
Welcome
Yeah, when you
back.
guys see a news article about a fan jerking Matt Pat off on stage.
Hey, listen.
Aki Google Ducky win.
Happily married.
All
right. Listen,
Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
It was just the hand, all right? Anyway. Welcome back to another episode of Wildemount Wonders. I am Akihiko Hishimoto, your DM extraordinaire as always, and joining me, as always, are our intrepid heroes. Say hi, intrepid heroes.
Hi, intrepid heroes.
Oh, I'm here.
Strawberries taste good.
Oh, Matt Pat.
Yeah, we love Matt Pat here. And why don't you all introduce yourselves, top to bottom?
Hi, I'm Darren Velasco, sorcerer, wild mage extraordinaire. The only person who ever says intrepid heroes. Hi, intrepid heroes.
I'm Viola Verma, dancer, lover of all things, I don't know, animal. And yeah.
Beast.
I oh fuck. I'm Fern. I make poison, a lot of that. And my brother and I are trying not to unify to murder one of the party members.
Look, I only said hi.
I am Null. I am ambassador of giants to join them to the rest of society. And I have no idea what I'm doing.
And last but not least, Zinfandel Mercurial Rose, strongest member of the party.
Sure.
I see. So that's the gimmick. And
I literally have 20 strength.
I got so scared
You
because
know
I
what?
burped so fucking loud during Viola's intro. I was so scared it picked up.
You're fine.
Oh, thank God. I got so nervous.
I did not
didn't
hear
want to
it.
fuck you.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
very filthy today, huh?
I drink water.
Just
and
call
got
me Frank.
possessed.
That's how I like my. That's how I like my D20s. A filthy 20.
Anyways, who wants to recap? Or will I
I
have to do
will.
it as always? Oh, okay.
No, I want the inspiration. Give it to me. Give it to me.
No,
give it to
Chewy
me.
came
All
first.
right, who
Chewy
wants-
came first.
Chewy did get it first.
When we last left off, we made it to the capital city, and we met up with Fern's brother. Before that, however, we found a quest board,
That one did pick up.
and yeah, I did hear that one.
Fuck.
And we all went about doing separate quests. Fern tested poisons. Viola had to deal with an incel. Wow, hold on.
Blacksmith stuff
Yes,
with the two
Zin,
boys.
yeah, Zin and Jurek, they went to deal with blacksmith stuff, and they were also moving boxes. And Darren was trying to hunt down a serial killer.
He's not a
So-
serial killer. He's only like a serial thiever. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, serial thiever.
Right, serial thiever.
Mhm.
So returning back to the inn, they meet Fern's brother, who has a pretty neutral opinion of most of them, except Darren. He does not like Darren. And he agreed to go with them to try and take care of what was it, Chimera?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where we left off.
Alrighty then. And we will pick back up with all of you had just woken up. Zach said that he had some business to take care of at the beginning of the day, but he would meet up with you all later at the Cobalt Soul. And so you have the rest of the sort of morning to do what you wish. I believe Zinfandel and Fern were planning on heading just straight to the Cobalt Soul.
Yup.
Mhm.
Anyone else joining them and heading straight there or doing other things?
Viola doesn't really have anything else going on until later that night, so she'll probably head straight there.
Yeah, Jorok just going with the flow right now.
Darren's still on the Sherlock Holmes kick, so he's gonna try and find more clues about the thief.
So everyone's pretty much going to the Cobalt Soul, but Darren, you're going to be looking around for more clues about the thief.
Yes.
Alrighty then. So most of the party makes their way to the Cobalt Soul, and meanwhile, we'll start with you, Darren. How are you looking for clues?
Oh boy. I'm basically going to continue going around trying to find who was the woman that was there was a woman that he was told about that sort of like is kind of an informant on like thievery and all that type of stuff. So he's still trying to find her right now. What was her name?
That's a great question. What was her name?
I'm trying to remember, but shit.
It'd be
like-
great if, there's
was-
this
it
little
was-
thing called notes that one could take.
It was like Jane, I think it was Jane. No, I doubt it. I'm just gonna search around the city. Just like, let's stick to the Mosaic Ward to sort of like find any like more criminal hideouts, basically.
It was Jill.
Jill. I know it was a J.
Well, you better remember, because I'm not
I'll
going to give
remember.
you the freebie next time.
I remember next time. Jill.
I'm feeling very generous because of Map Pat today. But you're sticking to the mosaics?
Yes.
Roll, I'd say, investigation or survival check. Investigation would get you more like specific details, while survival would be more of just like trying to scope out the place.
Okay. I'll do survival to sort of like scope out more of the place.
Well, hot damn.
Natural 20. Let's go.
Give me a moment as I check my notes.
Watch that be the only natural 20 I get this entire session, and I only get 3s and 4s.
Would not be uncommon. Let's see, that's a Shimmer Ward, a Top Ward, Mosaic Ward. Okay, then. As you are walking around the Mosaic Ward, you're sort of still just trying to get a feel for the massive city, walking through the streets, getting a feel for what buildings seem important, what don't, what seem more shady and more official. And it's as you're walking around, sort of taking note of things and stuff like that. I want you to roll me a perception check.
Boy, perception. Not my grade. I'll use the luck die. I'll re-roll that. Okay, that's one better. That's fine.
All right then. And with that, I will need you to roll me a dexterity save at disadvantage.
Ooh,
Since
okay.
you did not notice this.
Ah, dang. Okay. Disadvantage. 10.
As you're walking, you're sort of walking around, looking at buildings, taking note of like signs in significant places, and you sort of stop in front of like a just pretty, well, it looks like a pretty big but basic like tavern, and you sort of look at the sign and you take a moment to stare at it and to try and memorize it before you notice it, you sort of feel your body move, and as it moves, you sort of feel your legs pulled out from under you, and as you're sort of pulled by the feet into an alley, and as you're laying on the ground, you will feel the press of a blade up towards your neck.
Ooh. Whoa. Don't be so hasty now.
Word is you've been poking your nose in places a bit too often. And I don't really recognize your bird face, so care to enlighten me?
Oh, just a simple gambler trying to make some good around the city, that's all. I have some run-ins with some of the unsavory types in my past.
Get to the chase. You'll feel like the dagger be pushed a little bit more, just enough to draw blood, but not do any real damage.
I am here searching for the Snake Eyes thief going around the city.
Trying to claim the bounty,
Well, money is money.
Well, if I were you, I would advise you stop trying to snoop around for such a thing. And secondly, I don't know if these are the right people that would support such an endeavor.
Hmm.
Quit while you're ahead. You'll
Oh.
you'll sort of feel the dagger be removed from your throat. And as you get up and your eyes like properly adjust, you see a cloaked figure like backing away into the alley.
No, hold on. Even if
It'll stop.
Even if I may not get any information about his whereabouts, I am in the inkling of doing any job that may be good and under the right price.
Uh-huh. And you were just trying to turn in a criminal, so how can I trust you to be the unsavory type?
No honor among thieves, as they always say, but I guess I've had my experience with, I guess, understanding a lot of the underground of these sorts of places, especially my time during the prison, during the war.
You can go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Okie dokie. Persuasion, there you are. Regular?
Yep.
Okay. 17.
You see the cloaked figure will sort of pause for a moment as if it's thinking over your words before you'll sort of feel a rush of wind as a dagger is thrown like past your head and it hits into a post that's like right next to you. And you can see sort of hanging from the dagger is a parchment with something scribbled on it.
I take the parchment and I read it.
Do you know Thieves' Cant?
I don't. I don't think. Hold on, let me check. I don't think I do because I'm not a criminal. Can I say that I learned a little bit when I was in prison?
Let me check something real quick. Because I know there's something about your heroic chronicle that might... Because I know there is a heroic chronicle moment that does give you
I think yeah.
Thieves' Cant. I don't know if you got that one, though. Yeah. You have proficiency in the intimidation skill and you know Thieves' Cant.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
So you're gonna have to write that down.
I'll write that down now. Okay.
You can see that what would normally to most others look like just wild scribblings and weird symbols, to you recognize as Thieves' Cant, though a little different than the one you're used to, probably because most Thieves' Cant is localized to like their own inner circles. The base foundation of it's the same, and it seems to be a sort of address for you to go to with a passphrase on it. That the passphrase is
Path is path.
a mighty
Pass phase is pass phase. Phrase.
I'm looking for a mighty malicious meal.
Oh, cool.
Write that down.
I'll write it down.
And as you sort of look down at the paper to read it over and you look back up, the figure is gone.
Mysterious.
All right then. Do you do anything else after that encounter?
I'm just going to, I guess, head to that address.
All right then. You head to the address, and as you do, it's a bit weird. The address that you arrive at is a brothel.
Hmm.
But it looks just like any other ordinary brothel.
I guess I head in.
As you head in, you sort of walk in and you immediately see that there's like a center stage, and then there's like tables. It really looks a lot more like a tavern that's being used as a brothel than it does like an actual brothel. Like nothing compared to something you might see in like the Menagerie Coast. So like every table that's like on every table and booth seating is just being used as like a small stage for a person, and the bar counter is essentially the front counter.
I head over to the front counter and I sort of like look back and forth, making sure that no one's listening.
You see a tiefling woman just sort of look up at you.
And what will you be having today? Looking for anything specific?
I'm looking for a mighty malicious meal today.
You see she'll sort of look you up and down and sort of smirk before nodding and saying, I see then, if you'll follow me into the back.
I will nod and follow her behind.
As you follow her into the back, you see you pass what seems to be a kitchen that has been changed into like a clothing room. But you go past that to what you know in a tavern would probably usually be like the food cellar. And you see she sort of just stomps on the cellar door, and instead of going up, you see it sort of retracts in and opens up, and she'll sort of just gesture for you to hop down.
Right, I helped out.
And as you hop down, you will see that you land in the beginning of what is like a long spiral staircase. And then you will hear the stomp of a foot and the hatch will shut.
Might want to come back later for a little bit of no. But for now, let's continue. And Darren will continue going down the stairs.
You walk down the stairs for like half a minute or so before you eventually enter into what is like almost like a waiting room, sort of, with chairs to the side and a massive sort of curtain that seems to be like blocking off going any further.
I sort of like clear my throat. May I come in?
As you do, you will sort of hear silence for a second before you will see the cloak will sort of, the massive curtain will be moved to the side, and as it is, you will see, if you refer to reference images, this woman come out. And as you do, you will hear a familiar voice say,
You know, when I gave you that, I wasn't expecting you to immediately come here.
I mean, what else is there to do in the city other than follow a mysterious note and see where it goes?
I don't know, maybe hang out with your little posse.
Oh, you've been noticing that, haven't you?
We notice a lot of things.
Ah, good. Question, were the bandits that we, handled outside, were they any affiliation with you?
The ones terrorizing the Northwest Gate? No.
Okay, good. Anyways, I guess I'll, well, where can I be of service for you? Been scrounging about
Nowhere
a bit.
currently. We kind of already have things covered, but
Yeah.
if there's a proposition, you'll know.
All right.
I suppose
And-
keep an eye out on the quest boards for some unique chicken scratch.
Duly noted. And may I say, any chance of outside business conversations? He sort of like gives sort of like a wink and a nod.
I'm afraid I have much more important things to do with my time. And your little party is welcome here so long as they don't spill their mouth and we have to cut out their tongues.
Understood. Well, I
And-
thank you. Oh,
Don't tell anyone else. We will know.
my lips are sealed. And
And you see she'll just sort of turn around and go back behind the massive curtain. You didn't kind of notice it in the dark alleyway and with the cloak, but she is like tops 5'4".
Darren will nod. Well, I guess I'm hitting the brothel. And Darren goes up to the brothel and spend his time there. How much is for like a good like day excursion?
Well, you're kind of in the boonies a little bit here, so I'd say it depend on like if you don't really care who or what kind of experience, then like 1 to 2 gold. But if you want like one of the better entertainers, like 5.
Okay, I'll splurge on myself. I'll give 5.
Nice.
All right then. And that will be what you are doing. Meanwhile, the rest of the party. All of you are going together to the Cobalt Soul, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I assume
yeah.
I've been there, so I'll kind of lead the way.
Yes, you've been there only a handful of times, but it's also pretty relatively close and a really like one of the largest buildings in the Shimmer War or in the Tangles, so it's kind of very easy to get there. But eventually you all will sort of arrive at the front. It's a massive like building, but there's gates around the building, and you sort of have to stop at the front gate as you will watch some Cobalt Soul individuals walk forward, and one of them will sort of look to you all and say,
Who might you be and what purpose do you seek the archive?
Zinfandel will step forward. My name is Zinfandel Mercurial Rose, and I am here looking for some records of people who served during the war.
And I'll look to the rest of you as well.
My name's Viola, and I'm mainly just here for moral support.
I am Jorik. I am self-imposed ambassador to the Giants to help impose their will to their joint society.
You see he'll sort of
tilt his head at that, but sort of nod as if like, okay, I'll keep that in mind. And I'll look to you, Fern.
My name is Fern Castell. I'm here to sustain my companion here with his research.
As you say your last name, let me roll something. And what exactly did you say again? If you could remind
She
me.
said that she's assisting with the research.
You see he'll sort of just nod as he takes a moment to like really stare at you all for a second. You can probably guess he's probably like memorizing names and faces before he'll just nod and sort of gesture to the other individual to open the gates, and they will. And you will be able to enter the large archive.
Yep.
If you give me a quick second, I might have something for this. There it is. As you are entering, you sort of walk through the main gates, and you will walk up to the large domed building. That's sort of the what's it called? The Tangles is pretty good. Or all the buildings in Tangles look pretty average, but like average to above average. This building, though it is in the Tangles, looks like it would like belong more properly to the Shimmer Ward, with how good it looks and well put together it is. But you all will walk into the archives of the Cobalt Soul, and as you enter, you will see it sort of. You enter, and it's immediately this sort of main lobby area where there's a center, like, desk with a person behind it, and then there's stairs that lead up to other floors and doors that lead to other places. And there's stairs up, there's stairs down, there's doors and walls to enter other rooms. What do you do?
Is there like a general, like, I guess, researcher or librarian?
Yes,
would give, like, pointers?
there's a person, there's like a circular desk in the middle of this large lobby area, and there are there's like 2 or 3 individuals behind it sort of talking with people and seemingly overwatching things.
I'll go up to the desk then.
All right. You walk up, and they will sort of, you see a half-elf man will turn to you. Hello there. How may I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for service records, specifically for those that served in Mizuthar 836 that were deployed to retake the Ashgard garrison.
You see he will sort of open a book and sort of flip through a couple of times before he'll point to like the back right, and you'll see he says, if you go to the farther the western staircase downwards, that leads to the archives. That's probably your best place, and archives pertaining to the War of Ashen Light are in the
furthermost right section.
I'll give a nod and then head in that direction.
All right, then. Is everyone else just following him, or are you making your own paths in the archive?
I'm following because I'm helping him due to our discussion we had.
Viola's also following, but also Aki. The background thing isn't showing up on.
I
on the
know.
screen.
I had to fix something, so I had to hide it real quick.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
spoilers.
Oh,
Don't worry. Smile.
Oh, okay. Slight concern. But yeah, no, Viola's going to just follow along. Probably just like look at the books as she's walking by, like see if there are any interesting titles that jump out to her.
As you walk down the stairs, you walk down the stairs, you immediately turn and you see there's like multiple large double doors that you sort of have to choose between in this like secondary circular lobby area on the bottom floor. And you manage to find the one of the archive doors, or you manage to find the main gate to like the archive area, Zinfandel, and you enter it, and you immediately start heading to the rightmost section of the archive. Alrighty. For looking for things in the library, you may roll an investigation check to try and, if you are looking for something specifically, and then depending on that investigation check, I will either give you advantage or disadvantage on the D100, or you can simply just look for something.
I'm
The
looking
more
for
specific you are, the harder it will be to get an exact thing, but the more associated anything you find will be to it. If you're just looking randomly, it'll be completely random.
Can I assist Zinfandel to give him advantage and still eventually look for my own thing? Or do I have to
I
pick
would
one?
say if you want to help him out, you could give him advantage on the investigation check, but
Yeah.
then you would just get a flat roll for the D100. You wouldn't
I mean-
get a chance at your own investigation check to
I would
get
also
advantage.
just be helping out too, if that helps. Looking around.
I'd say
help out
only
my
one
friends.
person needs to help out, so
I'll,
if you
I'll
want to...
help him.
Okay.
Viola's most likely just glancing around at everything, just not really looking for
I
anything
will
in particular.
say, if we want to make it interesting and all of you are just helping out instead of doing the advantage thing, etc., all four of you can roll a D100 and we will take the highest.
Yeah.
If you are all going to help out Zinfandel looking for this.
Yeah, sure, why not? I don't have a reason to be here besides just spread the good word of giants.
Not me.
Yee. That was Fern, that was Zinfandel, that's Viola.
Come on. Come on. Yes.
All
Never
right
draw.
then. Zinfandel, you sort of start walking through, and this is probably one of the largest libraries and archives you've seen in a while. And there are so many books and things that, like, stuff catches your eye, and there's so much here that it's a little bit overwhelming and hard to, like, narrow down. The moment you see anything that has, like, the War of Ashen Light in the title, you sort of immediately go to check it, but then you realize it's not exactly what you're looking for. And Viola, you're sort of in the same boat of just being overwhelmed by the size of this archive. Fern, you're not as overwhelmed as you have been here before, so the archive is not as mysterious to you, but it is a very large archive, and mostly those of the Cobalt Soul have it memorized how this archive is organized. So for anyone not of the Cobalt Soul, it is an endeavor trying to search for very specific things. and it's a little bit difficult sort of narrowing down exactly what Zinfandel might be looking for. But you, Jorik, you look at it all, and it's pretty interesting, but maybe it's because of your more simplistic mind. You think war, people who served in the war, archive, probably just like, and as you're looking through it, you will see a book that seems to be labeled in memoriam of Ash, or no, it's a memoriam of Ash and Light. And while it may not have technically the specifics of people who operated in like specific platoons or any exact specifics like that, if it will have details about people who died and where they died, and that will be a good place to start, if any.
Okay, so I can use that then essentially to find a group of soldiers that were killed in a skirmish.
Yeah, you could find like soldiers that were killed in that area, and then you'd have a base point for when you do find a collection of people who served and such.
I will look through that because I know the time and the date. So I'll go and see if I can figure out if there's like locations in there and see if it matches up.
All right then.
Thank you, Jorik. Thank you, everybody else, for helping. I appreciate it.
No problem, friend.
And what is the specific location you're...
It is a remote village. It's a small village, slightly west of the Ashgard garrison, where a skirmish took place, and a bunch of soldiers were killed.
All right, then. You will be looking through that, then, I assume, until Zach arrives at the archive.
Yes.
Everyone else, you've helped Zinfandel find his book. Are you looking or doing anything else?
Yeah,
I'm
Viola's
looking.
just looking around.
Books.
Any specific... did you say a specific book or just books in general, Fern?
Specifically about like poison, like flora, fauna, kind of, you know, something to help out.
Oh, you know
Alrighty.
what? Actually, Viola's going to be looking at to see if there are any books for like dances, like any like styles or stuff that she may not have heard of.
Alrighty. And Jorik, you looking for anything or just vibing?
Can't think of anything that he'd want to be looking for. So yeah, he's just vibing, you know, helping out his friends, seeing what's going on. Harassing, well, not harassing to him, but talking about giants and all that, you know.
All right, then. You two can roll your own D100s. Just flat.
Okay.
Okay.
Oof.
No.
I meant Fern and Viola, but
Oh. Yeah, okay. I thought.
What am I rolling?
a D100. So,
I know a lot.
Viola, you look for like a book about dances and maybe like routines and other things that might be new or specific to Rexentrum or the Dwindling Empire, but
you are still in the sort of archive area, so unfortunately, as you look through, any records of something like dances or things are like very. They're just so boring because they're all like just official the official paperwork or archives are like, oh, this person performed this at this hour for this long for this pay. It's like it's all boring paperwork stuff, not really books and such. And for you, it's a sort of similar situation, Fern, of like you find a a book that has archived a bunch of poisons, but it doesn't really talk about making them or anything like that. It's more of like, this is wyvern poison. It's this deadly here. It's the boring specifics and not like that. It's like the output and not the actual creation of the poison. Just like, here's this poison, how effective it is on this, how effective it is on this. Test case 1, test case 2.
And just clamp it shut and put it back.
And Jorik, as you're sort of just sitting there chatting to the two of them about giants and stuff, and you look around, this specific part of the library is like not empty, but it's pretty desolate. There's not many people here.
Yeah, that's fair. Still gotta get the word out when you can, you know.
Zinfandel, roll for me I'll say history or investigation check to search for what you're looking for in this book.
$13.
With a 13, you unfortunately don't really find unfortunately like specific names of soldiers or like notable soldiers that may have died around the Ashgard garrison. It's the best you can sort of come up with is just like the general name of like the platoons and groups that served there, but it doesn't seem like there are any significant enough names that either you recognize because of proximity or because of infamy or anything like that. It doesn't seem any major people of the Empire were stationed there. It is I need to check something. Who is it? You know that you do manage to find that it seems like there was some Crown's Guard that served and fought there, but none of major standing, and so there's not much to go on there. You do, however, sort of figure out that there are three different locations and these different like settlements and setups aren't just the name of like the locations, like the Ashgard garrison and the Rockguard garrison, but also those same keywords are used for like the platoons and groups and like name of teams and squads. So if you look for in the future, like you see that like Ash Platoon like 3 is the name of a platoon that died in action during the War of Ash and Light. So you sort of have a hint of, if you do find a proper list of enlistment or of people, you have a good idea of where to look in that group-wise and sort of affiliation-wise. But unfortunately, no specific names. Or at least none important enough to get you a sizable lead.
Okay. And then,
But
so there were no
searching
like
for things
platoons mentioned as like wiped out in that area.
There are a couple, but most of the platoons that got wiped out, it seems like were completely wiped out, and there's no survivors.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. If I know the name of the platoon, so I can figure out who was in charge of it. That'll
It
work.
was Ashgar, or Ash Platoon 3, Ash Platoon 5, and one called, I'll write this out too. So Ash Platoon 3, Ash Platoon 5, and then one called Ash Alpha Team, but as where Ash Platoon 3 and Ash Platoon 5 has sort of the names of like the soldiers that served there, it seems Ash Alpha Team doesn't have any listed names. But it is noted that, you know, the team was wiped out in that area.
Okay.
And so it's in, and it was due to, you know, their honorable sacrifice that the Dwindling Empire held its own for so long, etc., etc.
Okay. I will go ask somebody around then if they would know where to find who was in charge of these groups during the war.
I'm assuming you're looking for a Cobalt Soul member, specifically? Let me roll.
Not like who was leading the individual groups, but like who was deploying them. Who chose where they go or what missions they were on.
As you sort of look around, you see a older sort of human man sort of just organizing a bookshelf, and you sort of walk over, and as you ask that, he'll sort of turn to you and he'll sort of scratch at his beard before he'll say,
Well, as far as specifics of any who served on the front line in the Ashgard garrison, traveling to the garrison itself and asking the people currently employed there would probably be your best bet on getting information directly. But, last I remember, I believe that
I am looking for a name here. Give me a second.
last I remember, the Archmage of Domestic Protections, Martinet Ludenis Daleth, sorta headed up things during the beginning of the war and such when it was initially fell to the Kryn dynasty and, well, everything started. But I do not currently know where the Archmage may preside. I believe after it fell the first time, I do not know if he
Actually, let me check. He's not dead, is he? I don't think he is. Okay. I believe the Archmage is still in power as an Archmage, but I do not believe he deals with the Ashgard garrison anymore since the end of the war. So, my best suggestions would be seeing if you can figure out who is currently in charge of the Ashgard garrison, or, well, I wish you luck with it, but gaining an audience with the Archmage himself.
Thanks. I'll kind of annoyed get back to the group.
And I will write out his name, because it's a fucking handful.
Hmm.
It's fucking Lord Voldemort in here, bro. Can't type his name in the book. People start dying.
His whole name is an anagram for I am so and so.
Martinet Ludenus Daleth, Archmage of Domestic Protections.
Okay.
Oh, Sin.
Hmm?
Feel free to not answer if this is personal. Why exactly are you looking through old, war documents?
You see him kind of get like a... Not a frown, but more of like a pained expression.
I'm trying to figure out who's responsible for my wife's death.
I see. Well, in that case, I'm going to do everything I can to help too. I mean, we're all already helping, but, you know, having a clear, concrete reason for it, yeah, definitely going to help.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right then. Are you doing? Is anyone else doing anything else in the archives?
No, I think that's about all we can do.
Yeah.
Or at least all I can do.
I will say, Fern,
Yeah.
you would know of an expositor in the Cobalt Soul that your father is friends with, that he would have consulted a couple of times, but you do not know if he's here, and you didn't see him walk in, but if you could probably ask around if you wanted to try and see if he could help, but
I mean, truthfully, I don't think anyone my father would be friends with would have particular knowledge on the military.
it would be a gamble because expositors specifically are higher ranking amongst the Cobalt Soul, and they do a lot of active investigation and things like that. So there's a chance, if he was active in the area, he might know a lot, he might know a little. There's also a chance he's just not here because he's out on a mission, but it's still an option that I wanted to remind you because I know it's been a couple of sessions.
Yeah, I'll look for Ryan.
Roll, actually, no, I'll roll. As you sort of just walk around and look around, as I imagine, Zinfandel, you finish up your book and you finish questioning the old man from the Cobalt Soul. You all are probably like walking out of the archive towards back the main lobby area, I imagine.
Yeah.
And it would have been like a couple of hours that you would have been reading and looking through things and asking people. As you make it back to the main lobby and you look around, you do not see him. It'd be pretty hard to miss him. He is a full elf. He is decently tall and he wears pretty nice expositor regalia. He does not seem to be currently visible if he is here.
Is there like I'm assuming there's like some kind of front desk.
Yes, there was.
Yeah.
And there's
she'll
also
go up
just
to-
Cobalt Soul people walking around as well.
she'll go up to the desk and
You go up to the same like half-elf man that Zinfandel asked where the archives were. And I'll turn to you.
I was just wondering if you have any knowledge on if Ryan is here. Expositor.
Expositor Orion. Give me a moment to check something. And you see he'll sort of like reach under the desk and sort of turn his back to you as he pulls out what seems to be like a clipboard of something, and he seems to be flipping through papers and looking through it. And then he will turn back. I am afraid that as of current, Expositor Orion is out on a mission. I could leave a message for you, or I cannot tell you too many specifics, but I could give you a general direction and or place to if you wish to look for him yourself.
Knowing him, he might be a bit far. Perhaps I'll just come back in a few days and check then.
All right then. Enjoy your time, and we're here if you need anything. And he'll sort of put the clipboard back under the desk and sort of go back to helping others.
She'll go to Zen and the individual my father knew isn't here right now. We can, before we head out from the city, come back and check if he's back by then, but knowing him, he could be very far.
I appreciate everything you're doing, Fern. Thank you.
Yes, you are a good friend.
I get it, though.
All right then. And I'd say it's about at this time that after you were done, are you gonna also head to meet them at the Cobalt Soul, Darren?
Yeah. Well, once like I feel like I'm done.
I'd say it probably took like around 2 hours or so for you guys to search for all that information and such. And probably would have been the same for you, Darren. So you're sort of walking your way, and after like 30 minutes of walking through the city, you would have eventually arrived into the main lobby area, and you could see the rest as they're all sort of just you can sort of just stand there and chat or just look over things, as the lobby area is rather large. So, and you all will regroup.
Oh, how are you? How are you nerds dealing with the library?
Does he look like disheveled, like he just got finished?
Oh no,
Like-
he makes sure that he take care of himself afterwards. Also, the hat doesn't come off.
Okay.
All right, good to know.
Didn't really learn much of anything, but you know, any lead is a good lead.
All right, that's good. That's good. Speaking
How
of,
was your chasing around the what was it, the serial killer?
oh no, it's not the serial killer. Serial thiever. Well, caught into a dead end, but I do have some potential leads to certain jobs.
Okay, vague. Okay.
But after that, I just spent some time in the brothel and just waited until you guys were finished.
Oh yeah, waited. Mm-hmm.
What else was I going to do?
So where are we going next, friend?
She'll kind of look around to see if Zach's around.
I'd say it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes at this point after you left and been here and etc. for all of you. You look around and Zach does not seem to have been here quite yet.
She'll think for a moment and say mentally, just letting you know we finished up and are at the library. Come when you're done with whatever it is.
It'll sort of like, there'll be a pause for a moment before you'll hear him say, but like, you'll hear him speak, but it doesn't seem like he is answering you, but he's not speaking to you, if that makes sense, as you sort of hear him say, "Understood. I'll keep that in mind."
She'll then to everyone else. I just checked with him. He seems he's still busy with whatever job he has. So, personally, I'm going to wait here for when he's done. If you have anything you wish to do, that is up to you all.
You think that this place has a romance section?
I believe it has everything.
You interested in romance novels?
Oh, several of them. There's one that I've been trying to find the third chapter of. If this place has everything, then perhaps I'll be able to continue that story. And yeah, Violet's gonna find the missing chapter of a romance novel.
You can go ahead and roll a D100.
The series is Tusk Love.
Ooh, little over half, little over half.
With a 56, you sort of look around and you find a good number of romance novels you've never heard about before, but unfortunately that missing sort of elusive third out of the 4 book series just doesn't seem to be here, unfortunately. Either someone checked it out or...
Okay. She's gonna take one of the ones that she hasn't heard of up to, I guess, the front. Hey, if I wanted to borrow this to read it and bring it back, how would I go about legally doing that?
See the same half elf that's been helping you guys sort of just raises an eyebrow as you say that before he'll say, well, you can either rent it, in which case our rents are very strict and very quick. Usually only single day rentals and such. If you wish to buy the book, we can make a copy of it, but that will take a little bit of time and be a bit more expensive.
I think I will rent it for the day, and if it's something that I really like, then I will get a copy.
I see then. It is 5 gold. The late fee is also 5 gold, as well as being tracked down and the book being returned by Cobalt Soul authorities.
Okay, 5 gold, here you are.
He will take the 5 gold, and you see he will sort of put a hand on the book, and it will glow for a second before he'll then remove his hand. Should be all set.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
And she's going to immediately open the book and walk out to, I guess, where Fern is. Just kind of sit next
There's
to
like
her.
a place you
with the
could sit
book.
down. There's like a big place you could sit down at, like a circular table. Yes, we did.
Okay, so we did get a long rest, right?
Yes. I said it was the morning.
Okay, I missed that. My bad. Reading my notes.
Oh wait, yeah, actually let me give myself my spell slots back.
Yeah,
That would
that's
be
why.
very bad.
So I was making sure, because, yeah.
Yeah, Fern is just drawn.
Go outside. If she's out in, like, a clear area, I'd start practicing throwing my axes around and catching them.
I mean, it's a pretty big open, like if you see from the image that you guys are in that dome area, that's sort of the main lobby-esque area. So you can do that, but you will get some stares as you're doing that.
Yeah, he don't care. He's just
Okay.
minding his own business. Throwing his
Yes.
axes.
There's like we're near the books, right? At the point.
Yes. You'd have to, for like the proper archives, you'd have to either go up a level or down a level, but there are like bookshelves scattered intermittently in this main lobby area.
Okay.
And
No, I'm just curious. I was just curious.
that's totally not ominous at all.
Hmm.
As you all are sort of standing around, I need you all to roll perception checks. I'll say the 2 reading with disadvantage, or the 1 drawing and the 1 reading.
Okay. Damn.
What do my snake eyes see?
That was. Oh wait, I don't know why I thought perception was deception, and I was like, huh? Both of you would notice a figure that sort of is a bit more vibrant appearance-wise than the others. But specifically, you, Zinfandel, recognize this figure. If you refer to reference pictures, you will see this man walking into the archives.
Oh damn, dude's giving pro tag energy.
He's more protag than Zinfandel.
I'll just think rather loudly. I thought it stunk in here.
Darren will visibly see him like pause for a moment and sort of blink a couple of times before he'll furrow his eyebrow, and you will hear in your head, "Yeah, and what's that supposed to mean?" And you see he'll sort of look around before he'll then see you, and his eyes will widen, and he'll sort of jaunter over a little bit and say, "Well, Zinfandel, I didn't know you were in town."
Yeah, I came to do some research. Got caught up in a cultist cage beforehand.
Oh. Rather unlucky of you. Cultists have been quite the problem. What were you researching?
Same stuff as usual.
I see. Let me make a roll for him. You see he'll sort of cross his arms as if he's thinking for a second, and then he'll say, "You know, I've been doing my rounds as usual, scouting out different places, and I did actually make a stop by the Ashgard garrison but a couple months ago or so. If you're looking for someone who might know a thing or two, there is one of the new captains there. I believe their name is Brianna. She served in the war, apparently, and it was her service in the war that got her the position of captain. So if you're ever in the area, might try looking for her."
I appreciate that, Alabaster.
And also maybe, put in a good word about your good old friend Alabaster, of how great a scout he is, and,
Yeah, I suppose I could do that, if you're looking for a posting anyway.
Oh, well, less of like a job posting and more of like a, partner posting, let's call it.
Yeah. Your taste of women was always dodgy, but I'll do what I can to wingman for you. What brings you into Rexington?
A little bit of work, a little bit of relaxation. Rexentrum is always a fun place to go, and not only that, but I was already in the area. Came in from Nugvarot, so...
Well, I won't keep you then if you've got business, but we'll be here for a little while.
At the current moment, so I can hang out with you and your, they'll like look at the others. New posse?
Traveling companions. Most of them were captured by the cultists alongside me, and Fern over there saved us.
I'll sort of look over at Fern and sort of just nod and say, well, must be rather nice being saved by a beautiful lady and then, introduced to some pretty fine-looking folks. Though you shouldn't have gotten caught in the first place, if it was me personally.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm going to be in town for a couple of days, so if you guys need anything, well, he'll like point to his head and point to you, Zinfandel. You know how to contact me.
Have you seen any signs of a chimera? I took a job to go and kill one, so...
I personally have not seen the chimera, but being a scout, I get a lot of reports sort of passed through, whether by ear or by paper, and A couple of them did involve a chimera. Seems to be sort of patrolling the perimeter of Rexentrum. A bit odd for usual monstrosity or animal behavior, but could also simply be preying on what it sees as its biggest food source, which is people.
Ah. Well, if you hear anything, let me know.
If I had to say anything, I'd probably look for hills in areas like that. From what I know, beasts like chimeras sort of like to find the sides of hills or like higher up areas to sort of nestle.
Noted. I'm sure we can find some around.
I'm
if
sure
you need
you'll
anything as
send-
well.
Of course, I'll let you know. Though, I can take pretty good care of myself.
Uh-huh.
He'll sort of just
You are
pat
wiry, so...
pat you on the shoulder and say, and try to stay out of trouble a little bit. I know it won't be long for you.
Phillips kind of looks up from her book. Oh, hello.
Hello there. Be sure to keep an eye on old Zen for me. He has quite the temper. He'll sort of say, like, leaning over with like a hand up
As
over
he
his
like
mouth.
gets kind of close to me, just little wisps of black fire will kind of like jump up off of me.
He'll sort of just like take a step back and sort of pat at his cloak a bit and say, "See what I tell you." I'm just giving you crap. But
Yeah.
hope that hunt goes well for you.
Yeah. When we're back in town tonight, I'll get in contact so you can come have a drink.
That sounds fantastic. I'll see you then. And he'll sort of do a two-fingered salute to you as he'll start walking towards one of the stairways into the proper archive library.
Darren will slide in and say, "Ex-boyfriend."
Listen, unlike you, I don't fuck everything with legs.
Touche.
But no, he's a friend. We just somehow have a mental bond, so when we're close enough, we can sense each other.
Phillips kind of perks up at that. Wait, you have one of those too?
Yeah, somebody back in Old Town said that it was, something to do with being born under a shared star. That it happens probably about 2 in every 100 people.
Pretty
Not
romantic.
common, but not the rarest thing.
Huh. Sounds different than what I've got going on.
And what do you have going on then, Viola?
Well, there's this guy that, we're just able to talk whenever. I can't really tell where he is. We just kind of are always able to speak with each other, I guess. But he's kind of a dick sometimes, so most of the time I just leave him alone.
And I wish I had someone to telepathically bond with. There's you two, and then there's Freya with her little mushroom thing.
Who?
Oh wait, Fern. My bad. Ah, shit. I heard they
there it is.
There
the
it is.
first misname.
They fuck it up. Okay. They both have F names. Okay. Either way. Also where Fern has her little mushroom thing. You know.
I think its
What about
name was
him?
Celium.
What
Kinda look
about
over.
him, Clay?
Oh,
Say again, you were kind of quiet.
What about him exactly?
Oh, you have a telepathic bond with your thing.
Yes, he is one of them.
One of them.
Joe, do you have anyone that you speak in your head, or am I the only sane one?
He'll kind of scratch his beard. He'll assume there was a normal thing. Is it not?
I'm just going to. You know what? We have a chimera to fight. I think we should focus on that.
Everyone has a telepathic bond except for Darren.
I'm all alone here.
I've got a telepathic bond essentially to an inanimate object.
It's
You-
crazy.
All of you have like things you talk to, man. Where's my telepathic bond, huh?
It is weird how commonly all of you rolled that.
Yeah, it is really weird.
But I'd say after that encounter, another 30 minutes has passed, and it's at that point that you would sort of feel something tap on your shoulder, Fern.
So look back.
As you do, you can see that it's Zach. This will sort of just lean over, looking at your book.
She will quickly close it, but he will catch a glimpse of a figure that, based on the description, he would recognize.
He'll sort of like look at it and then look to you with like the really face.
He kind of just sort of winces and shoves it deep into her backpack.
He'll just sort
It's been
of
a long day, okay?
he'll just ruffle your hair a little bit and say, "Yeah. Anyway, sorry for the wait. My work was rather talkative."
It's alright, we were able to spend time, get what we needed done. And you as well, so we were in no particular rush.
Were you able to find what information you needed?
We got a couple leads, thanks to Fern here. And
I'll point to Viola and Jork.
they also helped. Jork found the first book and we searched. So I have somewhere to look now.
Yes, all is good.
Hold on. That all worked out. Anything you all want to take care of before we head out for this little excursion?
Viola, he holds up a finger as she's just like looking in her book, closes it. Okay, I've got everything set. We can go.
All right then. Are you all leaving the archive and then immediately setting out?
Yep.
Yep.
All right then.
Yeah, got nothing else for me to do here.
I will just, for posterity's sake, move you all together again and then move you to the big map.
And Darren, try not to become a pot this time.
Honestly, it was the best
That was quite
moment
weird.
in my life, honestly. Being a punk.
And what would have happened if you got stepped on? Are you just dead?
Oh, who knows? Maybe my plant body would have joined with the ground. You never know.
You want to do a little research then? What if it happens again?
Well, sure. If it ever happens again, which is almost impossible. Knock on wood.
So I have your express permission to crush your pot then.
Yeah, go ahead.
If-
I would honestly like to see what happens after.
Well, I prefer not for new friend not to die, but you know, I am quite curious too.
Look, it's a gamble I'm willing to take.
Well, if we all step it on together.
Nothing
Well-
like a little accidental homicide between friends.
Exactly.
Zach sort of just turns to look at you all, but comparatively not in like as much of a surprised thing, but just more of a like, so this is the, and then he'll turn to Fern and it's the look of like, so this is who you're traveling with now.
She kind of gives him a look of like, you see where I was drawn?
He sort of chuckles and shakes his head.
In any case, do all of you have a good idea where to start looking for this thing?
I'll share the information that I had gotten from Alabaster on where we might look.
The hell, huh? In that case, I think heading more north would probably be our best options. The closer we get to the Dune Rock Mountains, the more hilly the terrain becomes.
Well then, maybe we can find the zombies as well. That would please you, Red Viola.
Oh, it would please me greatly. Plus, if I'm remembering right, it should be a full moon tonight, so killing undead on a full moon would definitely please my goddess.
All right then. So, you all are going to start heading northward, and are you mainly... Is the main objective look for where the Chimera might be, and then if you run into the undead, you run into the undead?
Yeah, I think so. Well, just
Yeah.
look for signs of both.
So,
Well, I was going to say, if you focus on one in particular, you'll sort of get advantage on the survival check for that.
Yeah,
but
well,
then the
we'll
other will
primarily look
become-
for the Chimera, because that's what Zach was going to help us with. But if we see signs of undead, like consecrated ground,
You're
or
gonna
something, then-
obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna take
Yeah,
it.
like Chimera comes first, undead will be a happy accident.
We're having Chimera carrot cake and undead icing, okay?
there
In
we
that
go.
case, you all can roll survival checks to try and track this
New
chimera.
magic item for Aki to cook in my game,
Ooh.
Chimera cake.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All of us are rolling D20 rivals. Okay.
Yep.
I'm good at these.
Damn, Fern.
I'm supposed to be good at these.
I'm not actually. It's natural.
Ugh.
God fucking damn!
Fern knows what the hell they're doing. Goddamn.
That's
She sees the
Rangers
zombies
for ya,
riding the
baby.
chimera.
Listen. Like, I can't look like a little bitch in front of my big bro, you know? Gotta prove I'm somewhat competent.
Alrighty then.
Fern just like puts 2 fingers to the ground, tastes it. Yeah, chimera and undead around here.
As you all are walking, you're sort of looking around to keep an eye out for things. Darren and Viola, you do occasionally, as you all are walking, find like hints of like you see a branch that's broken unnaturally, or like a part of a tree that's taken out that looks pretty decently like it was a claw mark and not like a normal claw mark, a pretty monstrous one. And you find these smaller like hints of, as you go like in certain directions, you can see that the sort of destruction of surrounding foliage increases and decreases. Fern, with Zinfandel sharing the information that he did, and with your familiarity of, I would say, when you were younger, Rexentrum was probably a pretty common stop for your father, and your father is not the biggest fan of cities, so he would have probably taken you out to like the wilderness occasionally and stuff like that, and you would have probably went on like hikes or exploring, searching for fauna and stuff. And you remember specifically this one place sort of in the foresty area that had this large hill, but in the side of the hill was ruins of like a very old and ancient building of some sort and tower, that you remember sort of playing in while your father studied the ruins. And thinking back to it, it's on the side of a pretty heavily elevated hill in the middle of this wilderness, and it does have those ruins that could in theory be used as a nest. So that is probably your best bet. And as you sort of start making your way there, you, just like Darren and Viola, you see the signs of broken branches, claw marks. You even manage to occasionally catch a footprint or two, and they seem to be leading in the same direction.
All right. So they're in the same general direction, said?
Yes. You theorize that the Chimera might be like nesting in the ruins, and from what you can tell as you are moving that direction, sort of leading the party, the tells and like tracks of the Chimera seem to also be leading in that direction. So it seems your hunch was correct so far.
She'll just keep leading everyone forward. She's just focused. Doesn't particularly feel the need to retell all that.
All right, then. You will continue to lead the party forward and such, and as you do, I'd say it'd probably be like, with that natural 20 survival check, your knowledge of like the wilderness, you managed to move pretty quickly in the most efficient route possible. And I'd say you'd get there in like 2 to 3-ish hours of walking, probably closer to 2.5. And eventually you would which one of these is it? Oh, it's this one. Bang. I need you all to drag your tokens down here. You can see where I'm pinging.
Hockey, big dark black box.
Okay.
Well, every time I try to copy and paste your tokens, it doesn't fucking work for some reason. So
Everyone-
Down
I can
where?
see.
The bottom?
down here.
Okay.
Everyone drop down to Loot Lake.
Gonna mage armor up.
But ruins stand before you.
Do you want me to go first?
I mean, if you particularly would like to.
Sure. And he'll start strutting his way forward.
Alrighty. As you make your way up the ruins, it's pretty easy to tell that they are decently old. Just from like the way that so much of the stone is gone or broken. The walls are sort of not as tall or as full as they once were, and it's sort of like even half submerged into the hill itself. But nothing too out of the ordinary. I'd say Fern, Darren, and Viola would be able to see in the stone visible, like, you know, cracks from claws and such. Like claw marks and other tellings of...
Okay. I'll just keep looking around. I see nothing yet.
Oh god.
Oh.
Well, there's no clue.
Oh.
Whoa.
God damn it.
What the?
Oh, this happened
Yo.
before in another game that I played in. Yeah. You gotta be careful with that. Yeah.
Oh.
Is that like
think you
a
need-
hold shift? You're using the arrow keys and it's just
Yeah.
sliding you as far? Or
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to click and do it because I need to get a new keyboard.
Ah.
no.
Real.
No.
Well, be careful here, Jorok. We're getting to the top.
Yes. Is there any like tracks or anything that we could see? Or
Not like tracks, but like I said, you see like like visible claw marks in like the side of the walls and like
okay.
bits of debris that look freshly destroyed as opposed to like erosion from age.
Okay,
That
just
looks
making
like
sure.
burnt marks.
It does, and they seem rather
This
fresh.
does not look good.
We got this big guy.
How let me ask a question. How high is this wall here?
I'd say like 15 feet.
Okay, let me ask a question now. So, I can't fly when I'm wearing heavy armor or not like light armor, because the armor would restrict my wings access.
Are you gonna strip?
With 20 strength, am I able to like slowly fly and carry somebody? Like I would normally.
Oh.
I'd say carry someone. It'd be half movement. It'd be like force moving someone on your turn,
Okay.
or like dragging someone.
There's some more steps over here. If
You got your bow
want-
ready there, Fern.
Yes.
I don't
Let's
even.
try something in case it's over the wall.
I
Do
don't
you
think.
mind?
Darren's just going to like speak up and just say, I don't think we need to climb over this wall. There's literally steps over there.
Yeah. And if we know where it is a little sooner, it'll be nicer.
I was going to look over at Efern's brother. Hey, would you say that that this chimera is magical in nature?
Well, it's sort of a magical monstrosity that's a mix between varied species, so yes.
Detect magic.
I could also just make my dragon take a peek.
Yeah, if you want to do that. I mean, I'm okay flying you
Just
up in the air so you can
yeah.
shoot.
Well, no, I could definitely do that, but also just in case Viola wants to save her spell slot.
I do. So
Yeah,
I will take that back.
I'm gonna have Celium go up and just peek his head above just to see if he can notice anything.
Also, can I check
Drag
and see if
Celium
the
on the map.
can I check on the fire here to see if smoke rather? See if there's like a specified attack, or does it look like it's just a burn mark? No.
Roll intelligence.
Intelligence? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, damn! Surprising.
From your bouts in the wilderness of the Graying Wildlands and the monsters that come with that and things like that, this looks as if it was like a breath of fire. Like a cone of flame was blasted out and it seared the ground underneath it.
Yeah, there's no like debris. I was just checking to see if there's like debris or something underneath, like the ash or something, like it got attacked or killed something.
It's just the ash stain.
Okay, making sure.
Okay. Let's. If Celium sees it, when everybody gets ready to charge around, I'll fly Fern up so we can just pop right on the other side of the wall, so we're at least to split up into two groups. That
Should
works
we
for
get
everybody
close to the
else.
stairs?
That's fair.
Oh, I could just walk through walls. Gotta be careful about that. Good to know.
I'm gonna have to
Alright,
drag
can
you
I-
through them when you.
No, I could just
when my
step through
Celium
it.
Goes through. Well, I know.
Can
I
I
mean,
just-
I wouldn't be able to drag you through them if there was collision.
Can I pop him over the wall now?
Yes.
Okay.
You see a large, in case you can't tell, this is a large rock formation. It seems the bottom half of a destroyed tower next to the rock formation.
I'm just sort of flying.
Is mycelium stealthing?
Yes. Did I roll that?
Roll. Yes. Roll stealth. Give me a moment. Da-da-da. All right then. You may continue.
Alright, I'm gonna have him pull back. and I am going to have him look up.
Look up.
Does it seem like he's in? Because I didn't see anything. So, is it potentially in the air?
Is it flying in the sky?
Yeah.
With a 17, no. You do not see anything in the air besides like a bird that flies by occasionally.
See him.
I'll
Unless
fly
he's
us
just
over if it looks okay.
on the rock formation that I can't see upon, so that'd be unfortunate.
You're gonna fly
yeah,
up there?
we'll fly up.
All right.
I'm putting him away, so I'm just gonna drop him.
You just delete him then. If he will not be in the combat.
So this is like a tower?
These specifically is like this little bit here is a bunch of rocks and debris leaning against the tower, like piled up against the tower. The tower, this is the half-broken tower. Like
Does
this
it look
in
like
a
it has an
circular
open
area.
roof?
Yes.
Okay. Well, everybody else comes in. I'll bring Fern up.
I'd say it's
top
broke.
there.
You can tell it's broken in half, but it's like 20 feet tall, whatever is remaining.
Okay. I'll just keep flying up until we get to the at lip so we can look down and everybody else can come up.
Are you
Yeah,
stealthing?
let the others.
Well, probably, yeah. I feel like we'd stealth, but it is only so stealthy I can be. Yeah, it's about right, 6.
All right, then. As you all sort of fly to the very top and you immediately fly over and peek over, you will see... It should work. There we go. Sort of laying down, curled up in the broken tower, the Chimera. However, what were your previous... what are your passive perceptions?
10.
14.
17.
The rest of you guys can move up. We would have been going
Yeah,
to the
please
same
move
Hold on.
him,
Oh, okay.
please.
No,
too
pause.
sure.
This is
Oh,
it's in the moment. If they were
we
going to
told
move, they would
them-
have been.
Yeah, we were going at the same time.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
We're up the stairs.
Jorg is very much not.
yeah.
Go get
I
up
know.
here! Get up here,
There
you
you!
Yeah, we at least
You
want
will
them on the
stop
same
there.
level.
As you peek over, sort of, Zinfandel, you're focusing on holding Fern and flying and keeping yourself steadied in the air and stuff. And you peek over and you see that Chimera, but Fern, you see that while the Chimera is like sort of curled up, kind of like a cat with its body, the lion head seems to have its eyes closed, and the goat head seems to be looking out towards this direction in the opening, but you see that the dragon head is staring directly at the two of you. And with that,
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
you'll both need to make dexterity saving throws. Zinfandel with disadvantage, because you are not only carrying a person, but do not notice this
Well,
before it's happening.
we're not like flying straight up over the tower. We'd be peeking down at the ledge, like, you know, in. I mean, if you're
It
gonna
is-
one-shot me with fire breath, I guess.
It is still
This'll
going
be
to
fun.
attempt to breathe.
It's
fire
gonna
at
one-hit
you.
me.
You'll be fine.
No,
You'll be
it's literally going to one-hit
fine.
me.
You'll be okay. It'll be a nothing burger, I swear.
That was a natural 1, so no, I'm probably insta-killed.
Nah.
Ooh.
I can almost guarantee you I'm insta-killed.
You have one of our healers there. You'll be fine.
Can I,
Alrighty.
since
Oh,
I noticed this, correct?
yes.
Can I try to basically like get him to let go, to like drop down in time, or is he just fucked?
I will say
Just roll the
if you
damage.
if you wanna sort of like push him down to
Yeah.
cover, you will take the failure, but
That's a crit failure. I don't know about that.
But that's
well,
nothing
it
on a
doesn't
saving
do
throw.
double damage, but essentially you will take the damage instead of him. if you
The
wanna do
average
that.
is enough to insta kill me, so that's all I'm saying. Just
How much
roll the
health do you
dice.
got?
not enough to live through it.
Y'all
'Cause
give
I
me.
don't know if you don't, then I probably don't either.
He has
He'll
he's a
roll all
wizard
ones,
is
I
something you
swear.
have to remember.
Oh, he's a wizard. Fuck. No, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought he was a sorcerer.
No,
She's gonna
sorcerer did
push
the
him
same,
down.
same deal. 1d6.
Alrighty then. You will be
Warlocks
taking
have
this
1d8.
damage instead.
No, 1d. Yeah, 1d8.
Probably
da, da,
should just
da.
let me take it, because I can't heal or do anything like that. So I have nothing to do to like even help you.
God, I forgot Burn's fucking tanky.
Nah.
Here it is.
God.
Yep, that
What
that
the
actually just insta kills me.
fuck?
Holy
Like straight up, I'm just dead.
That.
Oh,
Wow.
So
That instantly
Un-
downs me.
unfortunately, it is.
It wouldn't insta kill you, but you would
She
be.
No,
would've-
because it will, because I take fall damage as well in the same turn. That's literally double my health. That's insta kill.
Oh yeah, the fall damage. I didn't think about
That literally will insta kill me.
Cool. So does that mean it insta killed me too?
No, insta kills when you get dealt double your health.
Double
well,
your
actually,
health,
no,
yeah.
it has to be from a single attack though, and the
Yeah, it would have to be a
fall would be
single
a
attack.
Fall
separate instance,
damage
so
is
it would just be a
part
failed
of it.
death save.
No, the fall damage would have only given you one failed death save.
But still, it would not have been a good position to be in.
No.
Okay.
But no, you're
well,
more than fine, Fern, because
No,
double your
no,
health is.
I wouldn't call that more than fine.
You're not insta killed.
Hold on, let me calculate this.
It is also it cannot use fire breath anymore until
They
it
would look back.
rolls a 6.
No, I mean if you roll a fucking 5 or a 6, it gets it right back. So
There looks like it's
Yeah.
Zach.
Okay, so
I think here my big problem with this is we didn't even roll initiative, so there's literally nothing we can do, which sucks.
Well, we are going to roll initiative now.
No.
Okay, so, hold on. I rolled. Did you give me temp HP because of something? 'Cause
No.
I long rested and I was given temp HP.
Do you have like a feature or something?
I didn't give you temp HP as far
I
as
just don't. I just couldn't
I didn't
remember if
touch
maybe I
your-
did something to like like ate something or did something.
Did you have it before the long rest?
I might have and just maybe didn't remove
Was it a spell?
That might have been my heroism then.
Yeah. If,
Oh,
it,
that
Alright.
was your heroism.
if it happened before your long rest, it's gone at this point.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm instantly downed.
Yep.
Thanks, Aki.
Yep.
Oh man.
Generally, I would say don't breath weapon people before combat initiative is rolled. But
Actually,
is
wait,
life.
no. I take half damage.
Half damage?
no,
I
'cause
passed
you
the
took
saving throw.
you took a fail to make me not
You-
get hit.
You took the
Oh,
fail to
yeah.
make sure he didn't get hit.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm instantly downed. Thanks.
Mhm.
Okay,
It rolled
okay.
really high perception.
It should
That's
have
kind
been
of an
me.
insane thing. To
Rolling
do
high
immediately.
perception is fine. Start combat. I don't know. That's just kind of not really fun because nobody even gets a chance to do anything. But
Nine.
So
All right,
What
go ahead and
what
roll
do I
initiative.
do to make sure? Because the past few times I've done initiative.
Click your
and-
token.
Okay, token is clicked.
I think next time we just don't split the party. I think it would be good.
Chimera. Well, hot damn. And Fern does not fall or anything because you are still carrying her. Viola, it is your turn.
Okay. So because my Misty Step is from a feat, can I do that and a spell?
I don't think you can
no,
do
because it is
multiple
still
leveled
just
spells.
a spell, and you can't do multiple leveled spells unless
Wait,
it's a
wait.
cantrip.
Wait. Is your Misty Step a feature from a different source? Like
It's from Fey Touched.
I think you can still do Fey Touch Misty Step, even if it's like a leveled spell, because it's technically not your spell slot.
Yeah, Missy's, it doesn't
Because it's
count as
the
spell slot.
ability.
It's the
I'll say
ability,
that's
yes.
fine.
You get a free one.
But you get one free one, so you can only do it with that one free one. But from then on,
Okay.
it's like a spell.
Yeah, it's like once a day usually from a feature or something, right?
Yes,
Yes.
it's once a long rest.
Okay. So she is going to walk 5, 10, and is going to Misty Step 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and Cure Wounds.
They are in the air.
Okay, she's gonna Misty Step in the air to like hit her
Oh wait,
with
yeah,
the...
you can do that. All right, go ahead and roll Cure Wounds.
Casting it at the 2nd level.
Good shit. Ooh, that's good healing.
God damn. That is 17 healing as Viola sort of misty steps in the air and she immediately like slaps her hand on your back, Fern, and you feel healing magics course through you as you awaken. I'll say roll, because you did teleport in the air, but you are sort of next to rubble, so roll an acrobatics or dexterity to save, to see if you can just like slide down the rubble and not take damage. All right, you managed to like cling on to the side of the rubble.
Okay.
All right then. Anything
yeah,
else?
Nope, that's gonna be it for my turn.
Zinfandel.
Well, am I able to like let Fern down?
Now that she is conscious, if you drop her because she's so close to the side of the wall and Viola's on the rock and the boulders next to her, I'd say she would get the same thing as Viola and like a dexterity save or acrobatics check to break her fall without taking damage.
You can do that. I have a good dex.
Okay, I'll set you down then.
Yeah, you're more than fine.
Well,
More than fine. While half of my body is currently like
fucking
charred.
5th degree burned.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, I'll, I guess, just let out a fucking roar, because I'm not happy about Fern getting burned, saving my life. Straight up saving my life. And I'll jump in. Lie down.
All right then. You do so.
Yeah.
I will say it is technically prone because it was curled up. It was just the dragon head was aware of your presence, so it is considered
Well,
prone at the moment.
I don't know if, you know, it's gonna matter, but I guess we'll I guess we'll cast Black Flame Blade and swing at it with advantage then, because it's prone. Yeah.
Jesus.
Pretty.
That definitely hits.
25 plus.
That's good damage.
Oh, this also hits. 3 force damage.
Yeah.
From the arcane weapon. And then the Black Flame Blade. Which I think is just. Let me see what the primary target
Is it not pre-built in?
I think level 5 I think is when it does damage to the first target. I think before that it doesn't.
Oh, you mean green flame blade? You're just flavor testing
Yes.
to black. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
I think it's that one. Yeah, it's
Oh,
0 damage right now.
Unfortunate.
That's fine.
But that is
It's,
still
28 damage.
Is your okay? No, arcane weapon's not rolled. It's just flat. So.
Yes, it's not double.
All right then. You slice a meaty chunk out of this chimera. Anything else?
No.
Fern.
Okay. 5.
Hit this bitch with 1,000 rain arrow poison
20.
fucking jutsu.
For real.
25. 30. Okay, we're going right here. And the 3 of them will see, and also Viola, she goes past, like the side of her like exposed chest area is just burned, and it's slowly like regenerating from your healing spell. And she doesn't seem to be particularly affected, like she hasn't processed the pain at all. As she comes over, and I'm gonna try and hope this works, I'm going to bonus action apply poison. 24.
That definitely fucking hits.
Ah, damn.
9 plus 7.
God damn.
And will now have to do a
16? Ow.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save.
Passes, unfortunately.
Natural 20. But a
silvery
well-placed
barbs.
arrow slams into its side.
Silvery Barbs was called.
Oh, silvery barbs? Okay then.
Yep.
Roll again. 20.
Passes.
Who are you giving advantage?
I'll
You
give
can
it
to
to
my
you, Fern.
brother. Don't I just went.
Actually, yeah, he is next. So yeah, I'll give it to him.
Alrighty. Anything else, Fern?
No, that's all I can do.
Zach, seeing what happened, is gonna run forward, run up to it.
Get him! Get him!
Advantage because it's still pro. Man, rolling last on initiative is not good for it. And he's gonna take out his dual falchions and make 2 strikes. At advantage because it's prone. Bang, boom. Those will both hit. For bang, boom. And they will take the slashing no matter what. However, 2 Constitution saves for the poison. 1, 2. Succeeds the first one. Taking 22 minus, so 11 for the first one, 12 for the first one. And then the full 23 for the second. You see Zach will immediately sort of rush forward and sort of jump over a bit of the rubble and come down with both his falchions and cleave deep into the side of this chimera as poison sort of seeps from his blades into the gaps of the wounds. And that'll be his turn. Jorik.
Oh boy, what to do? Let's see. I got about 30 fucking movement here. See, probably do right about here. Okay. And let's see. I'll go into a rage.
You get big,
I'll
correct?
Fucking get big and angry.
Get absolutely yoked.
I'm gonna go ahead and chuck my axe at this dude with fuck it, reckless attack.
All right. Advantage.
Advantage on it. So I could throw my great axe with throwing on master, right? I think I was able to.
Yeah, I believe so. Throwing
Oh,
on
yeah.
master.
He's gonna chuck his big axe. Because fuck this thing.
Attack with advantage.
Oh my god.
That still hits.
Oh.
It does
All
not
right,
have a high AC. Oof.
Okay.
A meaty hit. You throw your axe and it slams into its back, delivering a hefty blow.
Okay. I don't think I really have. Oh, I'll use my bonus action for that. So yeah, that's all I can do.
All right then. Darren, it's your turn.
All right. Alrighty then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over here. Darren is going to give himself advantage using what was it called?
Tides of Chaos.
Tides of Chaos. Yep. And then he is going to use Chromatic Orb, specifically thunder damage onto it. So he has advantage on this attack. 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. 17.
How do you want to
thunder
do this?
damage. Okay. I just as I usually do with Chromatic Orb, I just summon the orb. I kick it with my foot, with sort of dribbling it with my feet as if it's like a soccer ball, and then just slam kick right onto it as it sort of curves around Jor and right into the face of the lion.
And with that, the thunderous orb will explode the lion's head as the other two will sort of recoil in pain and agony before it will lay there dead.
Now, as it's dead, I do need a roll on my wild magic table.
Go ahead and roll a d20 and a d100.
1d20. A 7. 1d100. 20.
Okay then.
Oh, yeah.
You're protected from elementals for 1 hour. Such creatures cannot attack you or harm you unless they succeed a charisma saving throw against your spell save DC.
Dang. Would have been great if we were fighting elementals.
But with that, the fight is over.
Okay.
Chimera didn't even get a chance to...
No, it did.
It got inferred pretty badly, not gonna lie.
It did.
It somehow
one
got a sneak attack
action.
round on us before we were surprised, so. Prize
No,
one,
it
I
did
should
just
say.
yeah, it did get jumped though, so we can all celebrate on that.
Got really quiet. Is everyone alive over there?
There's,
No, everyone is dead. Viola, I'm
I don't
sorry.
know where Ferd went. So fucking worried fairy comes flying out. Are you okay? Is everything fine?
You
You're
look
alive?
very-
I'm okay. And I'll cast just to bump myself up a little more. Make myself a bit more decent. That's enough. I'm fine. I truthfully didn't. It takes a lot for me to feel something, so.
Well, I owe you my life now, because that would have killed me. Certainly.
You don't have to owe me anything. I wouldn't have been able to watch that happen anyways, so.
Zach will sort of come over and take out like a bandages and go to wrap up your wounds.
Yeah, I should just let him do it.
Viola's going to, seeing that everyone's okay, going to go grab, probably the goat head, just so that they have something to prove that they did it.
Maybe take the dragon head.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's a good idea.
You should probably chop that off. Let me get my axe from it. And I'm gonna
Fern-
receive the axe and try to chop the head off while he's still massive.
Roll a
Fern-
strength or survival check.
Do you have any like noticeable weapons or equipment that other than like your arm and the bow? Like daggers or anything?
She has a dagger and a sickle on her belt. You can kind of tell, like, both of them are used more for, like, the dagger more for, like, probably combat, and then the sickle seems to be something she uses for, like, gathering.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, you more than easily, you take your axe, especially in your giant form, you use one hand to hold the corpse still, and you take the other hand, and you just chop the dragon head clean off.
Do we
Right
want
at the base
other
of the neck.
heads?
I mean, they
Is
might.
there anything?
Oh,
Go ahead.
Oh,
Oh, no.
They might suspect us coming in with a young red dragon instead of an actual chimera, so it would be good to have all three heads.
Okay. Shrugs and goes to chop off the rest of the heads.
Is
well,
there anything?
the lion head exploded, but the goat head's easy enough. You don't even need to roll. It's a goat head.
Is
Yeah,
there
that's true.
anything usable for crafting weapons, armor from it?
You would know that because most of the body is lion-esque and only part of it, part of a chimera is like dragon-esque. You could use the fangs in theory of the dragon head, and you could use the wings for. It wouldn't be as efficient as like dragon wings or anything, but if you got a good enough crafter, you might be able to make like a glider out of them or a cloak or other things, depending on how creative you get with it. It wouldn't be like having like dragon wings, but it'd still be monster wings.
Okay. I would like to grab enough material to make a small weapon then.
I'd say you could grab a. You could either go the horns or a couple of teeth. Well, all the teeth or or both the horns would probably be best for a small weapon.
Take the horns, I guess.
All right, you can add 2 chimera horns.
That was a pretty dangerous attack. Glad we did not die from that.
I mean, I didn't even really get to see it. But that just means there's more time to take care of the undead.
He'll nod at that. If we are all okay.
Yeah, we should probably rest for a bit. Let Viola's, that's me. Let Fern's wounds heal.
Yes.
If anything, the undead shouldn't be nearly as much of a problem, so. And this place seems secure now. Given it was the lair of a chimera, I doubt there's any other wildlife here. Or anything to pose threat.
We'll never underestimate enemies.
And it's at this point you would shrink as your rage ends.
So the next time we go up against something that breathes fire, perhaps I get in the way of it. I'm a tiefling. Fire doesn't really do as much to me.
Oh, you're like fire giant. Very nice.
Oh, I didn't know that there were giants that were resistant to fire.
Yes, fire giants live in fire. Very hot there. I haven't visited myself, but I prefer not to. I like the cold.
Alright then. With that, you all are going to short rest here before returning.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
Then with that, you can take your short rest, and that is where we will end session. For the time being.
Okay.
It's a little short one.
I foresee a future of me getting one shot if I try to fly before combat.
It was an unfortunate situation.
Yeah. Well, Fern's my goat. Life debt.
Like that.
Shout out to, you came to help her out last time. Now she's got you here. We're just fucking trauma bonded through this. Me and you.
And
You
in
got
case
war issues. I got war issues.
the war veterans, whatever it's called, the therapy.
You're gonna
thing
get
where you all
the shell
get in a
treatment, dude.
circle.
I'll fucking rip a wing off for you.
In any case, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing,
Ciao.
as always. And is it Thursday yet?
Is it Thursday yet?
Ooh.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Hey, if you enjoyed this campaign, you might enjoy my other campaign, which was ran before this one, called Castlevania Blood Debt. It is a dark fantasy-inspired campaign by the likes of Castlevania, Dracula, and many other vampiric and gothic literatures. It is a bit more serious, but if you enjoyed this one, I definitely urge you to check that one out as well. Besides that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!